How did you tighten this up? Because this was like wobbling and it was like.
Well, if you loosen it too, it
no,
should
the
be
whole
good
thing.
now.
It was
Yeah,
like,
it should be good now.
I want to get this tight. Did you get a chance to watch it? It's kind of what that's kind of what I'm trying to do. All the puck is hard. You buy me a shoulder mount camera. Give me a big camera. Give me a big camera and I'll do it.
Should be hot. Should be the pucks over here. We put on the it's the top on image too. So you click on the eye. Yeah. What's the other image on there? And then you can always go to YouTube. Just so you can see it. If I could go like that. What's that? No, it's just so it's available for you. The Windows left. Just a link. No, this is off. That one's on. Oh, yesterday? Yeah, I thought so. That was so bad. We were a lazy game. We play like that today, we're gonna get. What's that? Short 3 tomorrow. Well, tomorrow will be 2 forward games. If I was coaching, I'd go to 3 centers and 3 D. D don't work that hard, especially against Rogers. So the D won't have to work that hard against Rogers. Are you zoomed out now? Yeah. How'd it go? Did have a good goal. Don't forget to zoom in on the goal scorers. Ours, not theirs. We don't care about them. What's that?
Leslie Leslie knows. Leslie's one of your people that's actually signed up to actually one of your viewers.
I need more subscribers.
What's that?
Said I need more subscribers.
I did.
All right.
I only got like 2.
Blaine Bengals 12A traveling to Wayzata tonight. Wayzata 21-1-3 on the season. Having a fantastic season. Coached by Anna Schmidt as well as Shane Joseph. Bengals coming off a tie. Actually, Wayzata just came off a tie against OMG last night. Bengals, they tied Roseville Matamidi 2-2 for their last game. Bengals on the year 18-4-2. Normally we have 2 goalies, but Mary's at home sick today. If you're there, Mary, get better soon. Need you back on the ice. We also have Bree. I don't think Bree made the trip today. Yes, she did. She's on the bench. She's out with a concussion still for a few more games. Bengals playing a couple players light here tonight. Starting out for the Bengals, Lindsay, Beam, Rivers, Keogh, and Geisler with Fulton in the net. Out the face-off. Wayzata will dump it into Bengal territory. It'll slip past Geisler. She'll retreat back into her own zone, slide it far side to Keogh. And she'll go up the wall to Rivers. Rivers will get knocked down off of the puck, and it'll be loose in the backside corner for Wayzata. Their centering pass tipped away by Ari Lindsay. Now they'll come back to the near side point for Fazadin. Fazadin will slide it into the far side corner. Keogh gets there first, bounces it off the wall, sneaks just past Harper Rivers. And the referee helping out the Bengals here a little bit, so that puck doesn't get in deep. And Rivers will just sneak this one out to neutral ice as the Trojans look to dump her back in the middle of a change. Trojans far side corner, they'll hit the brakes, lose the puck. Keogh will get her stick lifted up there as she got to it. All of a sudden the music popped down there. Now loose behind the bat. Cleared up the near side wall. Beam tries to get it out of the zone, but it's going to be held in by Kruger of the Trojans. Bengals will clear this one down the ice. Rivers goes for a centering pass. That'll get picked off before it can get there and back out to neutral ice. No, Rivers will hold it in. Trying to get that one to Ainsley Caven. Off the ice, Emma Andrews takes it down towards the corner, loses that puck. Comes up to Caven. She'll slide it over towards Steiner. She'll come to the top of the far circle. She'll get spun around off of the puck by a Trojan. There's Steiner with a nice hustle play. Comes and grabs a stick, slides it near side for Emma Andrews. Back to Hain, over to Hasling. Hasling from the top. Tried to come back over to Hain. Hain's just going to have to dump this one down into the corner for Andrews. Centering pass and a one-timer by Steiner. Goes wide left. Bengals with the pressure on the Trojans here now. That one back to the line. That's going to sneak out. And the Trojans will dump this one in as they look to get a change. Hasling behind the net. Gets just past the stick of Hain. They'll come back down to Hain over to the far side corner again for Hasling. Somebody's texting me. Thomas Lanigan. Mary said, yes, I am. Not a girl. Centering pass tipped away by Hasling. Did we get any shots on net yet? Neither team? Not putting it on the board, so it's up to Jamie, and here's one. That'll just miss the far side post as Hasling bangs it off of the wall. And Andrews with a nice job getting out to cover the point. As the Bengals will try the near side this time, it'll be held in again by Frazadin. As Hain will tackle a Trojan there. And battle on the half wall. Now Steiner moves us in towards the middle of the ice. She's 1-on-5. Steiner keeps possession of it, takes it down into the corner, tries to tie it up on the wall. She's got 2 Trojans battling alongside her. Wide left. Off the stick of Lindsay. What's that?
Jamie? So far so good.
Bengals missing Danny tonight too. I believe she's at a Christmas party. Spending some time with family for the holiday season. As Lindsay's battles in the face-off, comes back towards Geisler. She'll throw it in front of the net. Lindsay's there. Loose puck still in front. And a quick whistle by the referee. She's tired from that PWC game she just got done with. Lindsay, back to Geisler. Geisler down the half wall to Beam. Beam out to Lindsay out front, and a shot by Lindsay that got caught underneath the pad. Goalie had no idea. She looked behind her. The ref looked in the net. And another shot on net for the Bengals. 11:21 to go in period number 1. Wayzata with just one loss on the year. As this one sneaks back to Keogh. Keogh dumps it down the wall. Lindsay gives chase as well as Beam on the near side. Trojans will go back to the far side of the ice. And Bexley Kill gets in there to battle. Lindsay comes away with a puck. Circles from the faceoff over to Geisler. Geisler rocks. Fuck! Oh, geez, I didn't swear. I was trying to say fired. I might have said the F-bomb. But we're on YouTube, so we can say that. Just kidding. Apologize, children watching at home. Mary, especially you. Now Mack forced to go all the way back behind her own net. That's a great play. Instead of carrying the puck all the way behind the net, she just fired it around and got it to her wing on the far side. Lindsay with a trip on her own teammate that time. As Kill slid down across the ice. Lila Norton brings it inside the zone for the Trojans, but it comes right back out to neutral ice. Barber pressured by Caven. Escapes out the far side. Caven hustles back though and pokes that puck back out to neutral ice. Wayzata comes out. They'll flip it back in, but Hasling's there. She'll fire it out the far side wall, but it won't come out of the zone. As a floating puck gets picked up by Norton. Norton goes for a centering pass into a set of skates. Sharp angled shot, can't get to the net, and they'll dump it back behind as Hasling picks up the puck. Off the near side for Steiner. Held in again by Fazadin. Fazadin. I can't remember how to pronounce Eloise's last name. I haven't called a game of hers in about 4 years. As Hain will go down. A couple Bengals go down in that little party in the corner. As Kinsley slid that one all the way down the ice, just out of the reach of Rivers. Nice job by the Bengals behind the net. Wraparound attempt. Lindsay from in front, and it's going to go in. The Bengals are going to go up 1-0. On a nice job by Rivers. She went for the wraparound shot, and it kicked out front, and a goal for Lindsay. Bengals go up 1-0 over Wayzata. Got Dennis on the camera again. Bengals 4 shots on net and finally able to slide one past Leah Mead for the Trojans. Matt comes near side to Geisler. Geisler taps it up through neutral ice. It'll get into the Trojan zone down towards the corner. Picked up by the Trojans. They'll go behind their own net. They like to really reverse. Down low. Kill high in the air. Quick shot by Andrews. Going to ring all the way over to Geisler. She'll squeeze down. Beam does a nice job of covering for Georgia. Georgia stays down low. Trojans come away with a puck. And Adeline Joseph, she's a fantastic player for Wayzata. She'll circle inside her own zone and get the escape on the far side. Down to Keogh. Quick job by Keogh to fire it off of the back wall. That puck's going to sneak all the way out of the zone. Icing. Looks like they're going to call an icing here. No, they don't. They wave it off. As Fezenden gets a hold of it and slides it all the way up near side for Joseph. Joseph over to the far side, drops it off. Quick shot deflected, comes over to the near side half wall. Loose back behind the Bengals net. Hasling goes far side. Oh, that one played off of the referee. Turnaround shot's not going to get to the net. And we get a whistle for an offsides on the Bengals. 7:43, period number 1. Bengals up 1. Dennis is nervous.
Oh my.
Thinks he's doing a bad job on the camera. We think he's doing a fantastic job. Far side corner. Slid back behind the net. Steiner comes over to give a hand. That one clears all the way over to the far side. And the Trojans will escape to neutral ice and lose that puck, and it gets fired back in deep by Kinsley Hain. Loose behind the net, chased down by Fazadin. Should just call her Eloise since I know that's how her name is. Beam off the bench, steps up into a play. Brings it over on the left side. Quick shot by Beam, got blocked by a defender. She's got it in the corner. Goes for a centering pass. Lindsay looking for number 2. Shot gets in on net, but kicked back into the corner. Bengals playing a lot better than they did last night at Roseville. A lot more energy here tonight. As this one comes alongside Meade, and she'll reach over and cover that one up. 6:47 to play in number 1. At pick, rink A. Lindsay at the face-off, comes back to Geyser. She's going to throw this in front of the net. Gets deflected back to Mack. Mack with the shot, blocker save to the far side of the ice. Ryder's pass will be too far out in front, intercepted by Geyser, and she'll come off the near wall, trying to get that one to Lindsay, far side. Rivers taps it into the zone. Lindsay gets there, kicks it over to herself, can't hold on to it, bounces back to Geisler. Geisler will slide it over to Mack. Mack quickly fires off another shot, and that'll get covered up again. 6:16 to play.
I could go my whole life and not see that again there, buddy.
Trojans off the face-off, get it out of the zone. The Bengals will dump it back in and get called for offsides. This one will come out to center ice.
Oh, center ice, huh?
Hatley Clinard will take the face-off. Another of Georgia's former summer teammates back when we lived down south. Norton brings it in the zone on the left side, tries to pull the trigger, but that slips off the heel of her stick and misses wide left. Centering pass. Geyser will clear that out of the way. Another centering pass is going to come all the way through, and this one might get out of the zone. Nope, she's going to stay stuck in there. As Geyser will put Lila Norton into the wall. Coming away with the puck is Ainsley Caven. She's going to get up a little bit of speed. She's got the defenseman beat. Shot, rebound. Emma Andrews fires a backhanded shot, and that'll go wide left. Loose in the far side corner. Out front, Ellie Steiner. Just waited a split second too long. And Meade in the net for the Trojans is able to snag that one out of the air. Tom said you're giving him a seizure.
Probably.
Oh, out front.
Who said that?
Lanigan said the cameraman's going to give him a seizure. Oh, hard. Bengals go down hard. Lindsay gets a quick shot off. Another shot on net for Lindsay, but Bexley Kill got murdered by Logan Barber as she's going to make her way to the box. The Bengals will go on the power play. Bengals bring out Caven, Steiner, Lindsay, Keel, and Hain for the power play. Minute and a half for roughing call.
There you go. Cycle.
Back to Mack up high. Mack over to the near side for Hain. Hain forced to dump it down into the corner. Steiner will get tied up. Trojans get possession of the puck. Caven will steal that. Caven tried to get that back a little bit quicker, but just got pulled away. Nice job by Caven. Out to Hain. Hain goes down towards the corner. Steiner centers it out front. Just past Caven's stick.
Great play.
Ainsley weaves around, centers it out front for Lindsay, and Lindsay will fire it. And a stick save, kick to the far side corner. Centered again. Poked away. Out to neutral ice. Oh, they're going to call Mack for the icing call there.
Okay. Have to watch the replay on that one.
Face off, far side. Trojans win that face off, pull it back towards the point. Caven will poke it out to neutral ice. It gets picked up by Kruger for the Trojans. Off of the near side wall, slides just past Hain. Mack tried to fire it back up. Lindsay will pick up the loose puck. 24 seconds left on the power play. Lindsay from the right side drops it back to Hain. Hain's got a lane. Rebound comes straight out front, but the Bengals were in a change. As we're going to get an icing call here on the Trojans. 10 seconds remain on the power play for the Bengals.
Sorry, we're having technical difficulties. This thing come loose. From going back
You
and
broke
forth,
it?
It worked itself loose.
3:49 will fix the camera. As Dennis has got it all screwed up.
It was the camera was literally going bad. It was pretty bad.
Beam at the face-off for the Bengals is the goalie here. He's got to fix her pads.
10 seconds. Come on, guys. Come on, guys.
All right, she's good to go. 10 seconds remain on the power play for the Bengals. Beam at the dot. Back to Mack. Oh, it slid through her legs. Mack quickly gets it over to Geyser. Geyser taps it right back up to Andrews. Andrews looks wide. Harper with a one-timer, but that one got deflected. Geyser from the top of the slot. Quick shot by Geyser, misses the near side post.
Great play.
We will fix the camera for you in about 3 minutes as we take a break into period 2. Here comes Wayzata up the middle of the ice. That's Avery Bedard. Geyser gets a little bit off on her. Lets her slide it out front. It's loose in front. Picked up by Emma Andrews. Emma Andrews got Beam to her right. Harper Rivers to her left. Over to Rivers, and she can't get a hold of that one. And Wayzata will dump this in on the near side of the ice. Hain gets there first. Andrews is going to get a icing call. 2:54. I'll be right back. I'm going to see if I can fix the camera.
It's fine. It's tight now. It was like this got loose because I was going back and forth. So I had to tighten this up because it was like rocking. This was fine. I wish this was better. It has potential, but it doesn't. It's fine. It makes it hard to follow.
Puck slides back to the near side point. They'll dump it back in deep. Intercepted by the Bengals, and Steiner catches Kill coming off the bench. She'll slide this one in on net, and they'll cover that up, and they'll dust their own goalie. Face off, far side. Tapped out all the way through neutral ice. Hain in a race here. She'll win that race, but Wayzata was there. Bengals with a 2-on-2, 3-on-2, 4-on-2. We got 4-on-2 here. Steiner slides it to the left. Kill tried to give it back to Steiner, and it kicks back to the defense. I believe that's Hain out there again, and now we got an icing call coming on the Trojans. Oh, just a little bit, Dennis. There you go. 1:56 to play in period number 1. Back to Geyser, quickly shoot that. Geyser with a quick shot on that. Rebounds for Harper Rivers, and she couldn't get a hold of it. Lena Kark slides it over to Addie Joseph. She'll get it poked away from her. As it slides into the Bengal zone, Geyser gives it over to Keogh. Keogh quickly up to Rivers and off a Rivers stick, but this will trickle down into the Trojans' end of the ice. As they'll hit the brakes on the far side. Mack gets down, steps in front, loose out there for Lindsay. Unable to pull the trigger again. Now Addie Joseph on the near side. Geyser, stay on her. There the girl. Rivers tries the wall. Can't get through. Lindsay tried to pull it towards the middle. Now Addie Joseph circles down back below the net, centers it out front, and there's 2 Bengals there to thwart that scoring opportunity. Bengals will change here. Andrews off of the bench, just missed it. Nice job by Kinsley to cover the far side of the ice. Now she's got a chance to skate this one. Here comes Kinsley Haynes, centers it out to Andrews. Andrews across the line, gives it back to Hayne on the right side. Hayne hits the brakes, circles back around top, slide. Oh, man. I stuttered. Did a game earlier today, so Addie Joseph battles through a couple of Bengals, gets the angle, and it's going to get a goal. Got around the defense on the far side and got Amelia moving right to left and picked the top right corner. 1-1 at pick. Oh, goals. Addie Joseph, number 14. Talking to myself, sorry. Poked away from the Bengals. Geyser keeps it just inside the line, and then she'll get it poked away now. Wayzata will get caught off sides with 6 seconds remaining in the period. Four seconds. Don't let her get a shot off here, Geisler. Shot was taken. And Fulton able to snag that one out of the air. 1.3 seconds remain in the period. Quick shot towards the net on the face-off, won't get there. Bengals and Trojans tied up 1-1 after one. Shots on net, 11 for the Bengals, 4 for Wayzata. With each putting one in the back of net, we'll be right back here on Geisler Hockey after a short break. All right, period number one wrapped up, tied up, 1-1. Fulton and Meade make their way back to the nets. Quick recap, period number one, goal by Ari Lindsay and a goal by Adeline Joseph to give you the tie game we've got going on right now. Max pass intercepted by Bryn Ryder. She'll bring it in on the far left side. Geisler angles her back behind the net, stays on the hip. Takes that one away, but another Trojan comes in to tie up Geisler. Lindsay's there to give her a hand. Georgia still battling in the corner. Finally able to slide that puck to the far side. Mack will get a hold of it, slides it up the wall, but that'll get intercepted. They'll turn around and fire off a shot, but Lindsay will poke it away, and Geisler clears this out to neutral ice. Back towards Georgia. Georgia's pass intercepted, trying to catch Lindsay up through the middle. Lindsay pokes this one ahead. Here comes Ari Lindsay up on the right side. Rears back, fires a shot, and it's a blocker save for Meade. Loose down in the corner now. Bengals able to get their defenseman changed. Forward still on the ice from the start of the period. Back towards Hasling. Dump down in the corner for Rivers. Rivers tried to center that one to Lindsay. Gets taken away by the Trojans. They'll enter the zone on the near side of the ice. Turnaround shot and a goal for the Trojans. As they got around on the outside again. Another goal for the Trojans to go up 2-1 over the Bengals. Wraparound attempt, shut down by Fulton. She'll clear this one to the back of the net. Centering pass, cleared out by Hain, back to the point. Another shot towards the net, deflected into the near side corner. Kill will fire this one out. I can't believe they would call an icing there, but it doesn't make it anyway. Bengals need to put some pressure on here. Now Caven behind her net. Tries to center it out front. Turnaround shot for Caven. Up towards Geisler. Geisler walks this one in, fires it off chest. Rebound there for Steiner, and that one goes over the top of the net. Back out front again, and that one a shot from behind the net off of the stick and underneath the pads. The Bengals with 3 great scoring opportunities there. Unable to capitalize again. Now Joseph skates this one up, chips it off of the wall. Works in towards the net, centers it out front. Good job by number 14, Emma Andrews, there to tie up a player in front of the net. 12:18 to play in period number 2. Bengals down on an early goal by the Trojans. Trojans come away with it, bring it up top for Eloise. Her shot will go wide left. Trojans playing a little better than they did early on in the game here. Centered again, tipped in front. Got caught in Geisler's skates. Emma Andrews flips it up front. Beam's going to get there in time, but she's going to have 2 Trojans on her by the time she gets there. Battles through, centers it out to Lindsay, and Lindsay will fire one off and miss the right side. 11:44 to play in the period. Loose puck at neutral ice, picked up by Joseph again. She'll bring it in on the right side. Mack won't let her get to the net. Forces her down into the corner, pokes that one away from her, and Rivers tries to clear it up out of the zone as she battles Clark. Out through neutral ice into the Trojans' end. Both teams get a decent change in there. Cleared out to center ice as Clark dumps it in deep. Behind the net is Haslam, quickly over near side for Rivers. And it's dumped back into the corner. Trojans on it first. Over to the half wall now. Steiner will pick up the loose puck. Bounces this one up to neutral ice. Kicked up ahead by Caven. Now Rivers. Battles, gets tied up. Caven's there, centers it out front. Nobody goes, it comes back to Hain. Quickly fire that on net, Hain. Down to Steiner. Steiner back up to Hain. Hain backhands it, tried to get it over to Rivers. He's waiting on the back door. Now the Trojans will bring it out 3-on-2. Going to get by on the right side. Shot on net, kick to the corner by Fulton. Off the benches, Norton looks for the wraparound, brings it back up time to Fazdine. Norton dumps it off at the far side corner. Another centering pass, kick back, loose behind the net for the Trojans. Caven flips this one up off the glass, gets it over towards the corner. Now Barber walks in towards the middle, fires off a shot, and Fulton will gobble that one up. 9:57 to play, Bengals down 1. Trojans pull that face off back, fire off a shot off of the pad. Trojans have doubled there. That was a nice hustle play by Kill. Just skated over it as Geisler clears it up. On to Kill's stick. Kill slides it over to Lindsay. Lindsay fires off a shot right into the old breadbasket of Meade. Beam, Lindsay, Kill, Geisler, Keogh for the Bengals. Pulled back to Geisler. She'll skate this one down into the corner. Gets it poked away from her, picked up by the Trojans, and they come back out the other way. Beam will fall down there, but Keogh's there to help her out. Oh, they'll get her around Keogh on the far side. Keogh's going to go in the box for tripping. Going to get a tripping call.
That's a bummer.
On Keogh there, as she lost an edge. Caught the Trojan, took her down. Geisler, Hain, Caven, and Steiner out on the kill for the Bengals.
Come on,
As
guys.
number 9 goes into the box. Trojans win that face off, back to the point. Over to the near side now. Loose puck down in front of the net. Hain will fall down, tripped up, cleared out by Steiner, out to neutral ice.
Ellie, good job.
Be nice to see some more bodies on the ice in front of that net. As Joseph retreats at neutral ice, forced over to the boards by Steiner. She'll gather it back up behind the net though. Circles her on the far side. A little pressure here by Caven. Shot in towards the net. Geisler had Clark tied up in front. Nice puck movement here by the Trojans. Patiently waiting for something to open up. Back down low for Joseph. Joseph slides it over into the near corner for, don't see what number that is. Back over to the far side point. That one will come out of the zone. 20 seconds remain on the penalty of Keogh. Dump back in. Geisler steps in front of Joseph. And a nice job by Caven to clear that one out. As we're down to 10 seconds remaining on the penalty kill for the Bengals. Poked away. Lindsay hooked up. Skates through it. Weaves through some traffic. Andrews. Back to Hain. Hain fires off a shot. It got tipped and went over the glove. But just missed wide. Now back to the point. That one took a weird bounce right in front of Hasling, and that'll clear the zone all the way down. And the Bengals into the ice. That one was just out of the reach of Hain. Got by everybody. Flipped up front to Beam. Beam across center ice. Works her way towards the middle. Gets out too far in front of her. She'll get tripped. No call. Has Lindsay now in the corner. Back behind the net. Andrews comes down to give her a hand as Lindsay's tied up by a couple of Trojans. Trojans come away with that, bring it over near side, bounce it off the wall. Geisler, step up there, child. We're going to get an icing call coming up here on the Trojans. 6:44 remaining in period 2. Bengals down 1 against Wayzata. Oh, heard Georgia yelling no. She did not want that pass. Geisler pinches down low. Keeps that puck in the zone. Tips another one away. Bounces over towards Rivers. That'll come out to neutral ice as Mack has to wait for the Bengals to come out of the zone. Turns around, fires it back in. As Barber circles around. turns it over to Steiner, but it'll get tied up on the wall and dumped in deep by Caven. Geyser flies down into the corner. Wouldn't mind if she would have kept pressure there. Dumped in deep again. Nope. Tipped away. Loose up high, top of the circle. Trojans will escape with it. Norton brings it in on the left side. Geyser blocks that shot. 5:45 remain as that one goes into Geyser's skates now. She'll quickly fire it off the wall, and that one will sneak up to neutral ice. As Harper Rivers collects the puck on the near side. Mack fires one in on net for another shot for the Bengals. That didn't go in though, dang it. Adeline Joseph slides it across to Clark. Clark gets it across the lane, poked away by Hayne. Hayne's got to go. Tried to flip it up to Kill there. And the Bengals get it inside the zone, but it's going to come right back out for Kruger. Dumped in by the Trojans, loose behind the Bengals net as Haslam gets there with 5 minutes to play in the period. Fulton blocks a pass. Keel does a nice job that time of getting that one out to neutral ice. Lindsay comes away with that one. And it got stolen by Joseph. Joseph will get by a couple of defenders. They'll stay on her though, and a great job by the two Bengal defenders. Come on, Caven, get there. Get there, Caven, get there, kiddo. Just a tad bit late. Smart play by Beam there. Almost caught with a 6. Kill from the side. She flipped it up high. Goes off the goalie's forehead. Loose in front of the net as Caven crashes down. And Mead will cover that one up. 4 to play in period 2. Avery Bedard pulls that face off back, centered it, slides all the way through. As Rachel Dillon will dump this up into the middle over to Ryder. Ryder's shot saved by Fulton. Now a loose puck on the near side half wall. Dump back down low. As Caven comes over to help Mack out. Trojans will come away with it. Quick shot in and out of the glove of Fulton. And Steiner will flip this one up and out. Going to get an icing call here as we tick down to 3:23 to play. Had one piece of popcorn before the game started, and it's still stuck in my throat. Another face-off won by the Trojans. Tossed back behind the net. Mack flips it up off of the glass. Pokes another one away. As Rivers flips it towards the middle, intercepted by the Trojans. Now it's loose on the half wall as the Bengals and Trojans battle with 3 minutes to play in period number 2. No, but you forgot to switch the period. Another shot in on net. As Lindsay skates this one up and out. Gets back a hold of it. Bengals were offsides there. Lindsay fires off a shot in and out of glove. Rebound on a quick one-time attempt by Beam. And she whiffed on that one as it bounced up high over the top of her stick. Trojans wrapping around back behind the net to the near side. Mack will pinch down, tries to throw it towards the net, but she'll be tied up on the wall. Sneaks all the way out, back up to Lindsay. Lindsay tried to backhand that one down to the corner. And the Trojans will clear the zone and dump it in deep as they go for a change. Mack flips it back behind the net over towards Geisler. Shot incoming. It won't get there. Mack off of the wall. Back down low behind Fulton again. Fulton will tip away another pass there. Trojans from the half wall, fire one towards the net. As Geisler and Steiner, Geisler tried to go off of the glass there. Back to Georgia, I'm thinking she's going to try to ice one here. It'll get up on the edge. Somewhere down there. Ainsley had that puck glued to the side of her skate blade. Yeah, she spun around there. Did it go in the breezers? It got caught somewhere. We'll get a center ice face-off with 1:21 to play in period number 2. Bengals down 2-1 on the Trojans' home ice. Lindsay pulled that back towards Haynes. Haynes going to go retreat behind her own net. Thought she was going to hit the brakes. Off the near half wall. Bouncing puck picked up by the Trojans. They'll collapse on her. She'll flip it out front, but intercepted by Beam. Loose puck for Bexley Kill. She's all alone with Lindsay crashing behind her. Shot in front of the net. Man, that was a good attempt. Back up high to Hasling. She'll fire it back in deep into the corner for Lindsay. 45 seconds remain in the game, or in the period. Lindsay works it in towards the net. It's going to get intercepted by Addie Joseph, and she'll take off. Gets around and fires a shot off of the top side of the net. 26 seconds remain in the period. Bengals do not want to give up a goal late here. On the half wall now. Working towards the front of the net. Picked up in the corner by Joseph. Joseph goes back up high to Sanchez. Kinsley fires this one out to neutral ice as we're down to 5 seconds, and this should end the period here, as the Bengals are going to find themselves down 1 with 1 to play. Shots in the period, 9 for the Bengals, 7 for the Trojans. 20 total Bengals, 11 total Trojans, but 2 of those go into the net. Bengals down 1. Did not catch who got that second goal for Wayzata, as that one gets pulled all the way back into the Bengals' far side corner. Mack behind the net for Geisler. She'll have 2 Trojans on her right away. It is a scrimmage, so we're going to be running 24 minutes of runtime here. To use as much as the ice as possible. Bengals all tied up in the far side corner. Puck isn't moving. Now it gets poked out. Picked up by Bedard. Back behind the net. Geisler will pinch her up against the wall. Cleared over. Far side for Andrews. Andrews will get tied up, and they'll drive it back down towards the corner. As Steiner picks up the loose puck now, and she'll skate it up and out on the far side. Slips onto Andrews' stick. She works her way towards the middle. Gets it inside the zone. Geisler, her shot's blocked. Hasling fires it off of the wall.
Good job, Riley. Flip it in there.
Sneaks by all the Bengals. Loose in the corner. Geiser's going to pinch here. Keeps that on in. Steiner walks it in. Fires it left. Misses the left post. The Trojans here are going to help the Bengals and ice a puck as we tick down to 22.5 to play in the final period. My nose is cold. Dennis is shaking his head like this damn camera's moving too much on me. Lindsay fires off a shot, and Mead was ready for that. Snagged it out of the air.
Big shot.
I'll just think they missed a shot earlier.
Oh. Lindsay tried to pop that one back up high. Now we got a 2-on-1. Hayne all alone. Trojans come over to the left side, get the shot off. But Hayne did not give her the opportunity to get a whole lot on that. Now Norton down low, and Hayne will take it away from her. Loose puck for Lindsay. She goes back behind her own net. Gets past Norton. Tips it up ahead. She's got Beam up in front of her. Tries to get it to her. Bounced on her. Centering attempt. Slides out front. It's loose right in front of the slot. It gets poked away and picked up by Norton. She'll skate it up and out with 21 to play in the final period. Her shot goes wide left. As Jutner gets a shot off for the Trojans. Off the face-off. 4 Trojans collected up on that puck. Joseph with the breaks, her centering pass gets poked away by a couple of Bengals. Don't throw that, don't throw that. Ah. Bengals going to get an icing call here. Oh, you can wave that off when they stop skating, though. Ainsley Caven at the dot, pulls it over to the wall to Mack. Trojans will seal off the wall on the far side. Now Steiner steps right up in front of Joseph. He'll slide one in towards the net, kick back out in front, and another shot blocked by a defenseman for the Bengals. Shot wide right, loose on the side of the net, picked up by Ainsley. Gets her up to Steiner. Joseph will come from behind, poke that off of Steiner's stick. Now Kill gets it into the zone, but they'll come from behind on her and take her out and collect the puck. Somehow Wayzata comes away with that one, brings it in on the left side, and that shot will go high and left. Now loose for Geisler. She's got a little bit of space here. Tries to get by Joseph. Poked away. Joseph collects it back up. Works it across through the top of the slot, hits the brakes, fires off a shot, hits the post. Steiner tries to clear the zone, unsuccessful. Into Geisler's skates, but she clears it to the wall. Geisler glued to Clark. Picked up by Lindsay. Lindsay's going to take off at this one. She's all alone as the Bengals all change. From the right side, Lindsay gets around, fires off a shot into the crest of Mead. Had a corner. Andrews dumps it back behind the net. It's loose in the far side corner. As the Trojans will work this one up through neutral ice. Hasling will should have been an offsides call. And the Bengals clear it out. Come on, Caven, get there, kiddo. Caven hustling down. Andrews checks it up nicely at the line as Caven was coming back out. Caven or Beam, I can't remember. As Bedard enters the zone on the far side, hits the brakes, fires off a shot. And Fulton will clear that to the side. Another centering pass picked off by the Bengals. As Hasling will clear this one out to neutral ice. Bengals in a change here. It's a mess of legs in front of the door. The Trojans come away with it and dump it back behind the net. Hasling will get there first. Oofda. That puck got deflected. Flew right in front of Amelia. Out to the right side point. Incoming shot, tipped, wide left. Over to the Rivers now. She can't clear it again. Now Caven tied up on the wall. And we're going to get a tripping call on the Trojans here. Face-off will come all the way down to the right side of Meade. 16.5 to play. It is run time.
Jamie, how's the zoom here?
So a smart play by the Trojans here would be to ice the puck every time in a run time situation. Back towards Mack. Trojans can't clear the zone. Dump back in deep by Mack. 16-12 remain in the game. Bengals down by 1 against the Trojans. Slides back to Geyser. She'll fire it back all the way around to the far side corner. Caven's there, comes away with it, slides it back to Mack. Got caught up in some snow in front of the bench there. As Caven will tie up a player, Steiner comes down to help. Cleared over to the right side now. Fired out, and they're going to get that icing call. As time ticks down on the power play for the Bengals. Trojans come away with it on the face-off, tip it down into the zone. Picked up off the wall by Hain. This penalty is going to expire here in about 8 seconds. Mack, nobody's on you, go. Stretched up to Beam. Beam's all alone. Beam one-on-one with Meade. Up to the middle, left, right, left shot. Oh, wow, just hit the tip of the glove and went wide right. Wayzata's going to ice this puck. It might not get there. Gets up on its end. And we'll get an icing call here on the Trojans. 14.5 minutes of run time left. Bengals with a golden opportunity on a great pass from Matt Keel down to Beam. Sorry for the sniffles. It's cold in this place. Hot tub? 20 below wind chills. Hasling fires one in on net. That had an opportunity, 14 to play. Trojan whipping around to the near side. Beam will cut it off on the wall. Here comes Andrews, walks it in, fires it off, and just missed the top corner. Breaks my heart. Trojans get her out to neutral ice. Hain flips it up ahead. Bengals, oh, wow. Wowzers, that was a close one. Called for the offsides. It looked like Andrews got out in time. .13 minutes and 17 seconds to play in the final period. Up to Geisler. Geisler, Keogh, Rivers, Caven. Bounced over her stick. Loose at neutral ice. Caven will pick it back up. She'll get tripped again. No benefit of a call that time. Rivers backhands it towards the front of the net. And the Trojans are playing a dirty game here in run time. They went for another icing. Geisler's pass intercepted by Norton. Norton centering pass off of Geisler's skates. Back to Norton. Down low, back behind the net. Back up high for Barber. Barber with a nice little one-timer, slapper, clapper. Geisler flips it along the wall, but Barber will cut this one off too. 12 minutes to play. Steiner almost poked that one away. As the Trojans work it in towards the net, Steiner will come away with it. You got her beat, kiddo. Use your speed. Dumps it into the corner now. 12 to play. Back down deep behind the net for the Trojans. Bengals will keep it in the zone and drive it back to the corner again. Mack will fire it back behind the net. Trojans like to reverse the play behind the net an awful lot. Bengals need to learn to cut that off. Bouncing puck goes in down towards the corner. Geisler had one on her hip. Lindsay. Oh my Lord, I thought Beam drugged the leg enough. Called for another offsides, 11 to play. We're gonna have to watch the tape on there. Bengals looking like the better team here for the most part, but a couple of plays had the Trojans up by one. Loose puck, get there, Hayden. Hayden will tap it into the zone, stay on it. Kicks her down towards the corner, still has it on her stick, works to the back of the net, wraps around. Looking for somewhere to go with it, but that pass will get intercepted, and here come the Trojans back the other way. Joseph from the left side, her centering pass into the skates of Haslett. Ari Lindsay now, 1-on-2. Looks up the middle, patiently comes across the line, comes over towards the right side. Still with possession of the puck, tries to work it down towards the net. Loses it to Steiner. Steiner will get it poked away. The Trojans will escape up through the middle of the ice. That's Joseph, poked away by Hayden. Oh my gosh, and Joseph is offsides by about 1.5 feet. No goal on that one. That was offsides by 2 feet. That wasn't even close. That was a terrible non-call there. Trying to get the attention of the head coach for the Trojans to let her know they just cheated. 9:21. Bengals down 2. Taken away by Clark. Can't get past Geisler. Geisler off the near side wall. Tries to get it to Beam. Gets it up ahead to Beam. Beam and Caven give chase. Bouncing puck on the Beam stick now. Tries to slide it across the ice, but that'll get picked up by Clark. Kill flips it all the way down. The puck gets up on its edge. Isn't going to make the line. As Caven races down there. I can't believe they gave him that goal. Holy smokes, Geisler fires off a shot wide right. Bengals in a change here, so nobody down there to help. But Mack will hold the line and dumps it back down into the corner. The Bengals got to start skating here. Centered all the way through. Geisler fires it back in deep behind the net. Kills there to tie up a flare. Steiner comes in to give a hand. Geyser sneaks down looking for a pass. The Bengals don't have it though. Steiner back down to give hand again. Takes this away. Tries to center it out. Got deflected. Now Geyser will take it down behind the net. Weaves her way through. Backhanded shot by Geyser. That goes off just the outside, right edge side of the post. That was a really nice shot and a nice centering pass there by the Bengals. Lindsay was there. Geyser with an opportunity. .7:23 run time left in the game. Bengals down 2. Come on, Hasling. Get the shot. Got the shot up, but it got deflected halfway there. Trojans will come out with speed on the near side. Oh, Kinsey, you can put her in the boards there next time. Just stay in front of her, kiddo. Beam up the right side. Slides it over to Rivers. Righty on the left side. Didn't have a chance at a shot. Now a 3-on-1 opportunity. 2-on-1, excuse me. Hayne keeps her out to the outside. And he'll collect the puck off the rebound. Bouncing puck. Possession back and forth. Just 6 minutes to play. Fired out by Hasling out to neutral ice. Kinsley steps in front of one. Got poked away though. Those will be on the near side boards. Emma Andrews looked to fire it across. Nobody was available. Up the near side wall. Back to Sanchez. Sanchez? It's definitely not Sanchez. 5:50 time running out for the Bengals here. Lindsay. Ari. Skates it up through neutral ice. Slides it over to Steiner. Steiner goes back to Lindsay. It's loose in front of the net. Falling down on it. Backhanded shot and a goal by the Bengals. Steiner will backhand that one from the slot to get the game back within 1 when it should be tied 2-2. As instant replay says no on goal number 3 for the Trojans. But Ellie Steiner will get the Bengals back up within 1. Over the near side, Geyser picks it up. I like that play. Just couldn't hold on to it. 4:51. Kill kicks that one out to neutral ice. Andrews taps it into the zone. The Trojans come right back out through neutral ice. Now they'll call an offsides.
Got that one.
Face off, controlled by Wayzata and dumped into the corner. Bedard back behind the net. Her centering pass poked away by the Bengals. Now Steiner, 1-on-3. Looks to bring it in on the left side. Dumps it in, back behind the net. Bengals gotta go, 4 to play. Pressure down low, centering pass. Tied up, it's loose in front of the net. Caven couldn't get a hold of it. Oh, blow the whistle. We got 2 girls tied up in front of the net. Lindsay stuck with another player. Zoom in the camera.
What's that?
You're supposed to zoom in on that, cameraman. Jeez. There, he's got it. Stop the clock.
Who is that? Who is that? I think it's Ari, but this is hilarious.
They're freed up. 3:18 to play. 3:04. See when Neal pulls Amelia here late in the game. Bengals down 1. Norton will get it inside the zone. Offsides again. Man. Too many whistles here late in the game. Sure, Coach Anna's over there telling her players to ice this puck, get offsides, anything to get a whistle. Lindsay comes away with one. Brings it over on the right side. Back to Steiner. Steiner centers it. It's loose up front. It just missing here. Oh, backhanded shot. Goal, Bengals! Bengals will tie it up late. 2:23 remaining. 3 opportunities. Oh, that's a makeup goal. All right, we're even on makeup goals. Lindsay, Jason Lindsay, that is, come over to me to tell me Caven was offsides on that one. So we're even. Score should be 2-2.
Just working hard on that goal.
Geisler with an elbow. Here comes Georgia. Through a little bit of traffic. Somehow keeps it on her stick, but then gets Joseph from behind to poke it away. Trojans bring it in on the far side. 138, dump loose back behind the net. Guys, look at your butt down there. Geisler flips it up in the air, gets it on her stick. Tips it up ahead towards Beam. Beam's got to get there and get this puck in deep. She will. 1:20 remain in the game. Poked away by Jutner. Up to Addie Joseph. Dropped off on the far side. Now we got 2 more players tied up. Picked up by Hain. Gets it up to Emma Andrews. She can't get going. Hits the brakes. Great job by Andrews there to hold on to possession of that puck, but it gets taken away by the Trojans. They're going to try to get around Mack on the right side. Mack will stay glued to her hip. Wraparound attempts no good. Trojans turn it over to Steiner. Trojans get it back, dump it behind the net, clear that puck. Took a weird bounce off the wall. Picked up by the Trojans, poked away by the Bengals. That'll come back to the line. 24 seconds remaining. Shot in towards the net, loose now. Centered out front. Shot from the top of the circle. Intercepted by Lindsay. She's got 15 seconds to win this game for the Bengals. Brings it in on the right side. Ari Lindsay, 8-7, 6. Sharp angled shot. She couldn't pull the trigger. Slid off her net. 5 seconds remaining. And the Trojans are just going to toss this one down. We'll end in a 3-3 tie. Total shots on net, 27 for the Bengals, 20 for the Trojans. And we'll end this one 3-3.
It's been nice to meet them guys. I mean, I'll take the time. We didn't have to come back.
Get the handshake. Chingy's nose is running. My nose is running. Bengals outplayed the Trojans today. Thought they should have come away with a win. But a couple of lucky goals, a couple of offsides goals. We'll come away with this one with a 3-3 tie. Are we at Fogarty tomorrow, Ma? We'll be at Fogarty Arena tomorrow at what time? 3 something? That doesn't tell me. I'm not prepared. I'm just the voice. I'm not the brains of this operation. 3:10, the Bengals will play host to the Rogers Royals right here on Geisler Hockey tomorrow afternoon. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.